first, that's their goal. They want to go all in. This is kind of the all-inclusive pass at Disney World, right? It gives you access to all of our, our meetings that we have every single Thursday, every other Wednesday down here. Anytime they put a new program in, you're getting that for free. We have access to a software program that combines the MLS with another proprietary system that you can, it actually is linked to Home Depot. So you can put your rehab costs and stuff in there, and it will link. You can send your contractor exactly what they want, and it will link that. And you can send it to them, and you also then can submit it to Home Depot and bid that out. So if you're spending, $5,000 on materials for Home Depot, you've got all that listed in your system. You take it to Home Depot to the pro desk, and they will bid that out. So that $5,000 might only cost you $4,000. You save $1,000 just like that. Did you?
I got that.
Okay, great. Okay. All right. So this is everything included. We also have guaranteed financing. Put 20% down and everybody gets financed as long as you have some income of any type at all. Doesn't matter credit or anything. So we get people started. So some people get started in here as little as $4,000 and then they're in it for the rest of their life. Okay. Now the other thing I want to mention is that these are all the different gurus. You flip this, flip that. You see them on TV, late night TV. They're advertising all the time. The Than Merrills of the world, everybody, they spend millions of dollars on advertising to promote their education. That's probably one of the reasons it costs so much, $7,000, because they're probably spending, $20,000 on getting you in the seat, right? The buyer in the seat. So these all have a different model. Basically, they spend a lot of money on advertising, conventional advertising, online and so forth. And those companies, the television stations, the internet, sites, they get all the money. This company has a different philosophy. We believe in helping each other out, right? So instead of paying the internet for a referral, we pay our own students in the class for referrals. And in fact, we pay between $500 and $10,000 per referral, because that's going to make you a more successful real estate investor too. Our goal is to really have nobody pay for the education. Our goal is to have everybody's education free. That really is the goal. And there's a process we call certification, but basically, and we won't go into it tonight, if you want to go more information, I'll get you into real meetings all about this. But how that works is, let's say if you bought that top package, and then you referred 4 people into the program, your program will be free. It will be covered.
If you did the big package?
The top package.
You only need 2 people.
Well, no, because you got to certify, that's 2.
Oh, right. Sorry. The right form, sorry.
She's trying to keep me out of my toes. Just in case.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. See, I did the math real quick.
Okay, I was just...
Yeah, so 4. That way you don't have to explain to them certifications
right.
for tonight, okay? But anyway, 4 people think, and that doesn't even have to be right away. That's not within 6 months or just over the course of your lifetime. You think 4 people would be interested? Especially if you start doing deals, you don't think that there's people going to ask you, how are you doing this? What, you're doing real estate? How are you doing that? How do you find, well, listen, just go to this meeting and you'll find out how to do it. And if they join, only 4 of them, you'll get that money back. Then after that, it's all profit. It's $10,000 every time you refer somebody in the program. We have somebody in our office in Downers Grove last year. This is no lie. We have, we can prove it. We can prove it by records of any kind you want to see. He made $700,000. Isn't it 700, Scott? $700,000 last year just referring people to the program. $700,000. That's not even his real estate deals. He's done many real estate deals. Okay, but that's pretty incredible. So that's just our model. It's different than throwing money at the advertising.
Excuse me, I want to say one quick thing real fast. There's 2 brothers, Dan Plack and Sam Plack, and they're 24 and 22, and he just put in 7 tree panels yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
So he will be making $70,000.
In one day?
In one day.
Oh my
So,
God. They're great kids too, by the
He
way.
put 7,
He referred 7 people.
7 people, and so he's 22 years old. And so yesterday he told me he will be getting a check for $70,000.
Yeah.
For 7
Yeah.
people.
And those other models, like I say, they might be great, might be getting rich, but you don't have any way to make money by referring them. You refer somebody, that's great for them. They got another sale, but you don't get anything out of it. This, we want to take care of ourselves. So this is what our office looks like. It's in Downers Grove. You actually had the opportunity to kind of test drive the education. Got a really great opportunity on the, it'll be, is it the 17th? Whatever that week is, on Thursday, we're doing the workshop. That's on the 17th, or whatever that Saturday is, or right around the 17th. So Brian Sump is one of the instructors. He's made over over $1 million in real estate. He was a diesel mechanic when he found out about the program. He became so successful that he's now an instructor. He quit his job as a diesel mechanic, I want to say in 6 months, I think it was. His wife said, look, I want to be a full-time real estate investor. His wife is smart. She said, listen, until you have everything paid off, until you have the house paid off, the cars paid off, and 6 months of money, of expenses in the bank, you're not quitting your job. Well, he was motivated and did it in 6 months. So he's going to be at our office. So if you want to see one of the instructors, perfect time to see it. It's $50 for the entire day. $50. And he's going to cover market analysis, which is really important. What market you want to buy in, how do you analyze properties, comps and so forth, how to comp out properties. That was important. I didn't know what this would sell for, you know, if we did do all this work to it, right? First thing you want to do is do all this work and find out, guess what? It's not going to sell for what I thought it would. So he's going to do market analysis, and I believe he's going to do something on short sales because he's also the short sale instructor. So great opportunity. I have my email, I think it's on the first slide. Or you can always message me through Meetup. That's kind of cool. I like that. You can just send me a message on Meetup. Click on my name. Send me a message if you want to go. You do have to RSVP. It's from 9 to 5 that Saturday. I should look at my calendar so you guys know exactly what it is.
I just wrote it in my calendar today.
It is, I can tell you it's always that week. It's the 18th, right? It would be, no, in April, I'm sorry. It's the, is it the 22nd? It's either going to be the 22nd or the 15th. I bet it's the 22nd.
Yeah, it is the 22nd.
Okay,
yeah,
so write that down. April 22nd, it's only $50 for the entire day. And you will get, I mean, and it's not an entire day of selling you on something else.
Nothing.
He's going to have content. All questions are good. There'll be a lot of people though, so try to be there about 8:30. I'll get you registered. You have to register in advance, so if you want to go, let me know. I'll get you registered. You can take a credit card over the phone, or what you can do is we'll get there early and you can pay on the spot there. But you'll want to get there early because the place holds almost 200 people and it will be packed.
It'll be packed.
So if you don't get there about a half hour, that's our office. It's about 10,000 square foot office. But if you don't get there about a half hour, you might not be in the room where the guy is. We have to like pipe it into auxiliary rooms where you can see it on a screen, but it's better to be in that one room where you're seeing him directly. Right. So get your money's worth, that's the way to go. But this is a great opportunity, it really is, and you're going to get so much out of it. I mean, I went to one of these workshops and there was one little tip that the guy gave. It was a fix and flip instructor. He gave one little tip that probably would have made a difference of about $10,000 on the flip that I had just done prior to that workshop. I'm like, man, if I would have known that, I would have done it so much different. And $10,000 on one tip. So I'm there, you know, and sometimes you go through if you've done a lot of fix and flip deals, you know, I go to these all the time anyway. You're like, yeah, I know, oh, I didn't really think of it that way, you know. You just have to pick up one or two little things that can make a big difference in your business. So anyway, let me know on that. I think that, yeah, that's the ways to get started with this. Here's an example of one of our instructors. Oh yeah, so here's my phone number and my email address. If you do want to write it down, so it's Randy Pertler at Online Owners, or that was my S corp, Online Owners with an S, onlineowners.com, and then there's my cell number. If you take my cell number, I have to tell you this, that I have rental property that I actually manage myself. And I have kids that are away from the house, so I sleep with my cell phone about right here. So if you can't sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning and you think, oh, I'm going to text Randy, you just woke me up. And guess what? Now both of us can't sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? So be respectful. I try to wind down even though I kind of work 24/7. Try to respect that usually after 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I don't really like to respond to people, try to be, you know, and then in the morning, part of the reason I'm a real estate investor is because so I don't have to wake up at 6:30 in the morning. So if you have to, that's your fault, that's your problem, not mine. Wait until 9 to get in touch with me. I would appreciate that. When I was in corporate America, I caught a lot of 7 o'clock a.m. flights. And so I was like leaving my house at 4 o'clock in the morning quite often, and now I don't have to do that anymore. So I'm taking advantage of it. Okay, well, any last questions? All right, well, thanks so much for coming, and I'll stick around if you got individual questions. And I hope some of you go to that workshop. I think you get a lot out of it. Okay? Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Before I forget.